All right. Hello there, everybody. My name's Sequel, and welcome. Today we'll be playing some more Magic the Gathering, or I should say Magic Arena. Now, I'm really enjoying these streams because it's reminded me a lot of when I was back in like high school and stuff, and going to my local FNM and playing Magic with a group of friends and everything. So I'm really enjoying playing Magic the Gathering again. Now, this stream, let's see. So last stream, what we ended up doing was we played some sealed and draft games with the new Strixhaven set. And this stream, what we'll be working on is actually trying to create a new deck out of the cards that we got from the stream. And I also opened up a pack of like 50 or so that I got from pre-ordering the set. So we'll try to make what we can. I also have some, good tokens and everything. So we'll try to make some good decks. We'll put them through the ladder. I'm not very high on the ladder, so it's probably not going to be too challenging, but we'll see. We'll see. Actually, let me knock on some wood there, because that's probably going to jinx us. But yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump on into the game. Let's create some decks. All right, so here we are. As you can see, I currently actually don't have any decks here. I did have a bunch of decks before, but it's been a while since I played Magic, so I think most of the decks I had kind of rotated out of Standard, which is I guess I should kind of explain that for anyone who hasn't played Magic. So Standard, how should I put it? Magic has what's known as sets, or a group of cards that they release every about like 3 to 4 months or so. And what Standard is a combination of I think it's like 4 to 5 most recent sets. And then as a new set comes in, the last one kind of rotates out, and you can't play it in certain formats of the game. So this is kind of it's a nice way of making sure that, keeping cards balanced and that they don't have to go back and relook at every other card that they've created in the past. And it also allows for new players to get into the game a little bit more easily, because they don't have to worry about having X card that was printed years and years ago, because Magic's been around for quite a while, actually. So, it's probably enough talk. Let's go ahead and try to create a deck. So, we got to select our format, and we're going to go with Standard, like I just said. What's the difference between Standard and traditional Standard? Huh. Hang on. Let's go. What do they mean by Standard and traditional Standard? There's traditional Standard, play, Standard. What did you say here? Standard is the default competitive play. Traditional Standard is a best of 3 versus another player using Standard decks. Oh, so I bet I know what this is. So traditional Standard probably also has a sideboard in it, which is a whole nother topic that we'll talk about in a bit. But let's go ahead and jump back in then, because I bet if I go in here, if I pick Standard, it's just 60 cards. Oh, but they do have the sideboard there. And can you not pick? Yeah, this just goes to show how long it's been since I've messed around with Magic Arena that I don't quite know what's going on here. But let's kind of go and figure out what type of colors and decks that we want to build here. Now, Magic is a game of, what's the best way to put it? This is where I probably should have prepped a little bit more and trying to figure out how to describe Magic to people. But Magic, why do I have 2 different copies? Oh, they're from different sets. That's cool. Okay. So let me do this. Oh, I can go to lands over here. So this is probably the best way of explaining it here. So Magic has what's called land in it. And in order to play cards in your deck, you need to match, you need to have lands equal to the number of symbols in the top right-hand card of a deck over here. So as you can see, this Charmed Stray has a 1 white circle around it, meaning that you need 1 land that generates that color to play this card. And if you go over to our land section over here, this is where we kind of get that, where this Plains card generates 1 mana. And then there's other different lands over here, such as islands, which generate blue. In fact, you can see them over here. There's blue for islands, swaps generate black mana, mountains generate fire or red mana, and forest generates green mana. And what's cool about Magic is that there's no limitation to how many of these colors you can mix and match. All that's required is that you end up bringing the correct amount of lands to be able to play everything in a deck, which a deck consists of 60 cards. Now, it's interesting because I believe you can go over 60, even in Arena. And I know in physical play, there actually is no maximum deck size in traditional like physical play. The only limitation is to how many cards. You must be able to shuffle your own deck without assistance. So if you have really big hands, you might have a bit of an advantage when playing Magic the Gathering. But I will be interested to see if, and can I add in? Let's just add in a bunch of, let's see if we can go over the 60 card cap here. Because I want to test that out and see if you can go over 60. You can. So yeah, so 60 is the minimum, but you can definitely go over that. And now I've got to get rid of 60. All right. We got this. Nice. Okay. So that's kind of the very basics. We'll go over, I think a lot of the stuff that I'll be talking about here will probably be a little bit easier once we get into a game to explain. But pretty much we want to make a deck of these colors. And in Strixhaven, whoops, let's get rid of this. They have what's called schools, which actually go with two mana combinations here, or 2 color combinations. So I think there's only 5 decks at the moment. So there's a combination of white and black, black and green, red and white, red and blue, and then I think, how many colors was that? 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then green and blue was the other one. So there's 5. And when I was going through here, the color combination that stood out the most to me was this black and green. And the reason for that was because this deck ends up generating, let me see if I can find one of them. Yes, right here. So they end up generating these pest tokens, which are like temporary creatures that you can summon out onto the battlefield. And the reason why I like this is just because look at that token. Look at this guy. He's absolutely adorable, despite the fact that he's probably not supposed to be, but I think he's absolutely adorable. I love playing with tokens back when I first started playing the game. So, I kind of want to give this deck a try. Now, let's see here. So we have kind of the basics, and then I'm going to go into the craft mode over here so that way we can see all the cards that's available to us. But I'm going to limit it to just the Strixhaven's cards at the moment. And then once we kind of know what we want to build, we can kind of open it up to some of the other sets. But I always find, like, in Magic, you can usually make a pretty decent deck in each of the sets that you have here. Oh, and this is actually a really good way of telling you guys about Standard. I should have gone straight to here first. So this is showing us right now all of the sets that are currently available. So it looks like we've got the Thrones of Eldraine, Theros Beyond Death, Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths. Then you have the core set, which usually there's always like one core set in Standard. Then you have Zendikar Rising, Kaldheim, which was like a Viking set. And then you have Strixhaven over here, which is actually pretty much just Harry Potter. But so it's going to be interesting to see what else is going on. And then historical, you can kind of see all the previous sets before. Jumpstart. Yeah, War of the Sparks. Was kind of the last time I really played the game. Yeah, Revenge of Ravnica. Okay. So we're going to go with Strixhaven. There's plenty of cards in Strixhaven for us to make a pretty good solid deck out of it. And honestly, a pretty good cards out of any of these sets to make your own deck. So let's just go ahead and try to make one out of Strixhaven cards. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out what our win condition is for this deck. So pretty much we need to figure out how we're going to win our games. And so to do that, let's just kind of go through and take a look at all of the black-green cards that's available to us. Now I think I want to get rid of this just so that way we can see even the single black color cards, or black and green colored cards, and then we can kind of figure out what we want our deck to be built around. So as you can see here, because we have it filtered with just either one of these two, some of the other schools are going to kind of mix in here. So because this is actually a dual set card that can be played as either a white card or a black card. And it looks like the black side has an effect of put +1/+1 counters on another target creature. Then this card deals 2 damage to that creature. Interesting. Whenever a creature card you control with a +1/+1 counter dies, draw a card. Interesting effect, but I get the feeling since it's based around +1/+1 counters, that's probably going to be the black and white theme deck. It's probably going to be a lot about counters. So probably not going to be useful for our green and black. Green and black. So let's see. Choose a creature or planeswalker, then destroy all other creatures or planeswalkers. Not a bad effect. Very expensive though. As you see up there, that 5 means that you can play it with any lands at all, and then you need 3 swamps on top of that. So in total, it's an 8 mana cost card. Pretty good in that it wipes the board, but yeah, it may not fit into our stuff. Let's see, this card, Journey. You know what? Let's Journey. You may put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Then if you control 8 or more lands, you may discard a card. If you do, return this card to its owner's hand. Okay. Pretty much, I think we're probably going to want to ignore any of these like dual colors that don't fit into our mana colors that we're going with, simply because they're probably themed more around those schools. So yeah, I think that's what these 3 cards are telling us up here. So let's ignore those for now. Now let's look at this guy up here, Witch. He's a 1/1/1, pretty good, flying, and then when this card dies, learn. And then, so what's nice about Arena is that it shows you what these effects are, or what these keywords are. So flying, so a creature with flying can't be blocked or defended against except by a creature with flying or reach. So flying is actually really good because it's not a lot of cards have flying, and it can sometimes be hard to block against stuff with flying. And the fact that it's a 1/1 with flying, a 1 for a 1/1 with flying, this is a really good early drop. And Learn is also really great too, because this is a new effect that they added in for Strixhaven, which you may reveal a lesson card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. Or you could discard a card to draw a card. So this is really nice. I'm interested to see how they handle it in Arena. I get the feeling for normal standard, you don't need to have it in your sideboard. But I think for traditional standard, you may need to have the learn lessons in your sideboard. Okay, so then we have a Lash of Malice. Target creature gets +2/-2 until the end of turn. And it's just a 1-cost card. This is actually pretty nice because you can either use it to buff up your own creature, or you could use it to kill another creature, because these two symbols over here, as you can see, relate to the power and toughness of a monster, which you see in the bottom right hand side here. And the leftmost value is its attack power, how much damage it'll do, and the rightmost value is its defense value, which tells you how much its defense or toughness, which tells you how much damage this card can take before it leaves the battlefield. So right now, this guy can only take 1 damage, and he can deal 1 damage. And what this card would do is, if I were to throw that onto the Eye Witch, well, it would increase his power. It would also decrease his toughness to 0, which is what would kill the card. Or which is, yeah. So I would throw it onto him, and he would die. So it's good for buffing, but you can also use it to kill stuff. I like that versatility that this card actually has. It's pretty nice. It's something I think of it. I think it's a good filler card. We'll need to figure out again what our strategy is going to be within black and green, and then we can add this in later. And I need a drink of water already. All right. So let's see. Professor's Warning. It's a 1 black cost card. Choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Target creature gains indestructible until the end of turn. Now, indestructible means that they can't be destroyed, damaged. Hang on. Oh, why am I forgetting? Pretty much they can't die. If something with indestructible cannot be died, or cannot die while it's on the battlefield, it still takes damage. It just doesn't die from damage. So it can go past the 0 limit. It won't die. It can still be exiled. And I think it can still be targeted and stuff like that. I'd have to look up. And just, again, Magic is it's a fun game, and there's so much depth in Magic. But because of that depth, there's also a lot of rules that you have to end up learning. So this is great. I get the feeling it might be more of a black and white card, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Unwilling Ingredient. Oh, and it's a frog. Nice. Okay. So it's a 1 for 1/1 menace, which is nice because it means that it can't be blocked or defended against unless your opponent uses 2 or more creatures. Very nice. So menace, and then it has, you can pay 2 and a black to exile this card from your graveyard, and then you can draw a card and lose 1 life. It's pretty nice. Not bad. 3 for drawing, and you're also still losing life is kind of so interesting though. Won't deny that. Ooh. Now this is another dual face card, so we can either play this card as a black card or as a green card. So let's see. If we play it on the black side, it is Valentine, Dean of Vane. It's a legendary vampire warlock. Legendary creatures are interesting because you can only ever control 1 legendary creature out on the battlefield. And if a second one comes into play, one of them ends up getting destroyed. It's kind of interesting. But let's see. So it has Menace and Lifelink. So Menace is what we talked about before, where it can only be blocked by 2 or more creatures. And Lifelink means that you gain life for how much damage this card does. Yep, so damage dealt by this creature, planeswalker, or spell causes you to gain that. Yep. So and then also has the effect of if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, gain 1 life. So, this black card creates the pest. That might be really good for us. And then what does the green side do? Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. Oh, hang on. So let's actually go over the name. It says Listel, Dean of Roots. 2 for, so it's 2 colorless, 2 forest. So a total of 4. It's also a legendary card. It's Human Druid. When you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain trample. Trample is really nice. I'm surprised that they don't have something up here, but what trample does is, what's the best way to explain this? So whenever you attack, your opponent has a chance to block what you're attacking with, has a chance to, block whatever it is. And no matter how strong that, or matter how weak that creature is, it'll still block all the damage of your card. But if they have trample, then the difference in power gets sent on to the opponent. So it's actually really nice to have. I get the feeling that we're going to want to have this card in our deck, because this is probably going to enable our win condition. But let's take a look at the other cards here. So this is a Arrogant Poet. Okay, so whenever this card attacks, you may pay 2 life. If you do, this card gains flying until the end of the turn. Pretty nice. It's 2 for a 2/1 with the chance to obtain flying. Not terrible. I get the feeling there may be some better cards out there, but it's not bad. We'll remember it. Essence Fusion. So put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains lifelink until the end of turn. Not bad. Counters are good. And the fact that it's also giving you lifelink, really good. I get the feeling it might be better more for this black and white stuff up here. But let's continue. Flunk. So it's 2 mana instance. Target creature gets -X/-X until the end of turn, where X is 7 minus the number of cards in that creature's controller's hand. Okay. So pretty much if you throw this onto your opponent and they have a full hand, it's not going to do much because 7 is the maximum hand size. So yeah, you could end up doing 0, -0, -0 onto a card if you aren't careful. Interesting. Ooh, Hunt for Specimens. And look, this is already creating a token. So it's a sorcery for 2. Create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Learn. I think that's going to be, this card might actually be pretty good for us. So let's continue on. So Leech Fanatic. As long as it's your turn, Leech Fanatic has lifelink. Okay. Not bad. So Plump of the Plumb? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Plume. It's probably like Plume of the Forbidden or something. Anyway, as an additional cost to cast this spell, you may sacrifice 1 or more creatures. When you do, copy this spell for each creature sacrificed this way. And then its actual effect is draw a card, you lose 1 life. Well, considering the fact that we're going to be creating a lot of tokens, like disposable, which are pretty much disposable creatures, this may not actually be bad. And the fact that these, if we look over here, these pests give us 1 life when they die. If we sacrifice a bunch of pests with this card, yeah, this is great. We're pretty much getting free life gain. Again, a good enabler of our win condition, but not quite our win condition. So Poet's Quill. When this card enters the battlefield, learn. Okay. And then you can equip this, or equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. And its equip cost onto that creature is 2. So pretty much what the equipments are is you play them to put them out onto the battlefield. So we would play this card for 2. And then if we want, we can put this card onto a creature card for another 2, so in total 4, and that creature gets +1/+1 in lifelink. Now the nice thing about equipments is that once this card, or once your creature dies, the equipment actually stays around on the battlefield, I think. Maybe? Don't hold me to that. I may have misspoke there. Either way, you can move equipments around as many times as you want, so long as you pay that equipment cost down there at the bottom. So we can put it onto one creature, and then if another creature comes in that we think is better, we can move it to that creature. So it's the Brachus Trudge. It's a fungus beast. I can barely tell what this thing actually is. I think that, yeah, it's... Okay, so when this card... Sorry, no. So this... Sorry. So this is a 3-cost card for a 4/2. So it's already kind of a little bit above the curve. It enters the battlefield tap, and then you can pay 2 to return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Activate this only if you gain life this turn. Interesting. It's a pretty good turn 3 drop with it being a 4/2. But the problem is it enters the battlefield tapped. Sure, you can keep pulling this out of your graveyard and stuff, but that enter tapped is kind of annoying. So Callous Blood Mage. So when this card enters the battlefield, choose 1. So create a 1/1 black-green pest token. Yep. So pretty much create a pest. Or you could draw a card and lose 1 life. Or you can exile target player's graveyard. Is that their whole graveyard? You can exile their whole graveyard with this card? That final effect seems a little bit a little bit stronger than the rest, but I do like the versatility in this. Not bad. Let's see. Go blank. Target player discards 2 cards. Then exile all cards from that player's graveyard. Man, black is just destroying people's graveyards in this set. And that discarding 2 cards, ooh, that can really hurt your opponents. Ooh, so here's our first lesson. So this is a card that we'd be able to obtain with this learn effect up here. So let's see what this card does. So it's a 3-cost card, played at sorcery speed. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile a target creature you control. Okay, exile a target creature or planeswalker. I don't know if that's really I don't know if that's really great. Just kind of ignore that for now. Okay. There really isn't a lot of music going on here. I might have to add in our own BGM here. So here's this Promising Dust Mage. It's 3 for a 2/3. So when this card dies, if it had a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card. Again, this is probably more of a black-white card. Let's see. Ooh. What is this? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Something Witch. So it's a 3 for a 3/2 menace. Ward. Pay 3 life. What is ward? So whenever a permanent with ward becomes a target of a spell an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays its... Oh. So pretty much this card has... That effect used to be called like hexproof and stuff, where it pretty much can't be targeted by spells or abilities. But instead of it just being a permanent thing, your opponent can choose to hurt themselves in order to do damage to this card. That's interesting. I like that. So Magecraft over here. Whenever you cast a copy or whenever you cast or copy an instance or sorcery spell, create a pest token. Okay. Not bad. I kind of like this card. Ooh, look at this guy. He's got a pest too. So this is Umbro Juke. So choose 1. Target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Create a 2/1 white and black inkling creature token with flying. Well, it's definitely probably meant more for a black-white. I still think the ability to make somebody sacrifice their card might still be pretty interesting for us. Baleful Mastery. So it's a 4-cost card. You may pay 4 rather than pay this card's spell cost. Or you may pay 2. If the 2 cost was paid, an opponent draws a card. Okay. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Not bad, you know. Card draw is one of the strongest things in this game, and giving that to your opponent may end up hurting you. Also, being able to just exile a creature or planeswalker, just to be able to get rid of a card for 2, it's pretty tempting. Pretty tempting, I gotta say. So let's see. Crushing Disappointment. Oh boy. It's a 4-cost card. Each player loses 2 life, and you draw 2 cards. Okay. So, you know, even though I'm losing 2 life, at least my opponent's losing 2 life, and like I get 2 cards out of it. So that's not bad. And I feel like this would be actually really good in multiplayer games where there's actually a bunch of different cards out on the battlefield, but when there's actually more than one player opponents. I am glad it's Friday. Oh, I really miss streaming. I love streaming with all of you and doing this stuff. So let's go into this. Ooh, a horror card, and it's a Mage Hunter. It's a creature horror. Whenever an opponent casts or copy an instant or sorcery spell, they lose 1 life. Ooh, nice. Okay. Then we have more Mage Hunters. Okay. Mage Hunters Onslaughts. I wonder what these cards are. They're horrors. They don't quite look Phyrexian. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. Don't worry about it. I kind of like the Magic lore and figuring what stuff's going to be. So, yeah, ignore that. So, you can pay 4, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life. It's cast at sorcery speed, though, so you have to do this before. It's kind of a deterrent to prevent your opponent from wanting to block your creatures. So, not bad, not bad. Another 4-cost card. Oh, excuse me. So it's a 3/3, 4 for 3/3. Oh, hang on. Ooh, sorry about that. So you can pay 1, sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. I mean, again, since we're creating a lot of disposable creatures, may not be bad, but there may be better stuff for us here. So something Lore Mage. It's again a 4 for a 3/3. Then we can tap it, search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. If it is an instant or sorcery card, put a +1/+1 counter on this card. And you're putting it into your graveyard? Unless we have some way of kind of digging stuff out of our graveyard, or the cards have really good benefit in the graveyard. I'm not quite sure. I feel like this card is probably really good, just not for what we need. And the fact that you can choose whatever you want to put into, I bet you anything this card is amazing in a certain deck. I just don't think it's the deck that we're going to want to build right now. So Spectre of the, what is it, Fiends? So it's a 4-cost card for a 2/3 flying, and then you can pay 6, target opponent loses 2 life and gains 2 life. It's not bad. The problem is it's a 4 for only a 2/3. It does have flying. It just feels a little weak on my side. And pay 6 just to deal 2 damage and gain 2 life. It seems a little over cost. I do want to know what the story is behind this card, because he looks like he's part of that horror and mage hunter stuff. Really want to know more about that. Okay. So what is it? Tenor something Inkcaster. Oh, and it's creating like an owl or something. Okay. It's a 5 cost card. It's a 2/2. When this card enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Awesome effect. Probably meant more for the black-white stuff. So let's go on over here. Ooh, Professor Onyx, which is actually Liliana. Ah, that's so awesome. Sorry, if you're a fan, if you've been playing Magic for a while, it's really awesome to see Liliana back, especially with where they kind of left her at the story at the end of War of the Spark. But okay, so she says Professor now. Awesome. Magecraft. So whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Nice. And then you can put a +1 loyalty counter onto this card. You lose 1 life. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Okay. Then -3. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among the creatures that player controls. Oh, and that's not each player, it's each opponent. Ooh, that's nice. And then it has a -8. Each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 or more times. Ooh. That's pretty nasty. That's 18 life if they don't discard anything. Oh, and that means that your opponents, if you have Liliana in the field, they either need to get rid of her or make sure that they have a bunch of cards in their hand. Oh, man. I kind of like that. I like that. Liliana may be a win. That's a win condition right there. The only problem is Planeswalkers are kind of hard to keep around for that ultimate effect down there. So, I mean, I think we've already passed a couple sorceries already that just let you exile Planeswalkers. So, maybe a little risky having her as our win condition, but let's keep her in mind. In fact, I'm going to move her over here just so we kind of remember that this could be a potential win condition for us. So here's another lesson. Oh, it's Liliana and it's showing her pass. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's 1 swamp and pay X, which means that we can spend as much mana or as little mana as we want to play this card. So you can choose 1. Return target Planeswalker card with mana value of X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, straight to the battlefield. Nice. Or you can remove twice X loyalty counters from target Planeswalker and opponent controls. Not bad, not bad. So it either buffs up your Planeswalker or gets rid of theirs. If we're definitely going with Liliana, we'd probably want this in our deck just to make sure we could bring her back. All right. So charge through. Now we're on to green, the other half of the colors that we want to play. So this is a 1 green cost card. Target creature gains trample until the end of turn. This is going to be really awesome. I think trample is going to be the thing that we want. I think I've probably mentioned that a couple of times. Trample is amazing. We're going to want this card. And not only do they gain trample, we also get to draw a card. Cards are power in Magic, and really in any CCG that you ever play. So you always want to make sure you have an okay amount of card draw. Let's see, Fortifying Drought. You gain 2 life. Target creature gets +X until the end of turn, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. And this card might be really nice as well, considering the fact that we're creating tokens that give us life whenever they die. This could be absolutely amazing. Although it is, those tokens require them to die, so we'll have to figure out the ordering on when to play this card, but this card could be nice. Bayou Gorf. See, it's a dog. It's a plant dog. So it's a 2 for a 5/4. That is okay. What is the additional cost for this card? So as an additional cost of playing this card, sacrifice a creature or pay 3. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. So pretty much, even though it has a 2-cost card up there, if you don't have another creature on the field, it's essentially a 5-cost card. But still, considering the fact that we have disposable creatures, really awesome card for the mana cost. I can't complain about that. I almost kind of want to put this in here just because I feel like this, if there's more cards like this, I feel like that's what we want to kind of build our deck around. But let's see. So then, big play. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains reach until the end of the turn. And then, also put a +1/+1 counter on it too. Nice. So in total, it's gaining 3. The +1/+1 counters will stay even after it's gained 2, which is awesome. And it gains reach, so it can block some of those flying creatures out there. Perfect. Let's see, Devouring Tendrils. It's 2 cost. Target creature you control gain or deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. When the permanent you don't control dies this turn, gain 2 life. Nice. This is kind of, green kind of has very similar things like this where it can cause a creature to like target or attack another creature on opponent's side. Usually though, your creature also ends up taking damage. This card though, it says it doesn't, with how this card's worded, it doesn't seem like it does that. So that's nice. If your card doesn't take damage and it's still dealing damage, deals damage equal to its power to target creature. The wording's a little bit differently. I would expect it to say something else if that was the case, but yeah, let's continue on. So here's another 2 for a 2/2. Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter onto this card. Then you can pay 6. Double the +1/+1 counters on this card. Not bad, not bad. We'll have to see. Okay, so Emergent Sequence. It's a 2-cost card. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. That land becomes a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature that is still a land. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each land you had enter the battlefield under your control this turn. So at minimum, it's going to be a 1/1. But these fractal cards, I believe, are a green-blue combination. Which I may also want to play that deck too. That sounds pretty cool. We'll see. And having a bunch of land, never a bad thing. So I may want to do a green-blue deck at some point in the future. But for the moment, let's stick with the green-black. Overgrown Arch. It's a defender, which means that it can't actually attack. It can only ever block. So it's 2 for a 0/4. Then you can tap it to gain 1 life. Or you can pay 2 to sacrifice this card to learn, which lets you pick up a lesson card. Okay. Reckless Amplimancer. I hope I said that right. It's 2 for 2/2. And then you can pay 4. This card's power Oh, double this card's power and toughness until the end of turn. Not bad. 5 is kind of a lot though, just to double something, but we'll see. Squirry Colony, or something colony. Okay, so it's a 2 for a 2/2. Oh, it's a squirrel. I thought it was more like a rabbit. Okay. But so it has reach. Nice. And then this card gets +2/+2 as long as you control 8 or more lands. Again, probably better for the green-blue deck that is kind of, it seems like it's designed to just get a bunch of lands. So then we have Tangle Trap. Choose one. This card deals 5 damage to target creature with flying, or destroy target artifact. This is a good sideboard card. So this is a card that you would want to add into your sideboard as a counter if your opponent has artifacts or flyings that are really hard to deal with. Otherwise, it's kind of going to be dead. If you draw it and they don't have that stuff, it's a dead card for you. You can't use it. Oh, here's a green-blue. Let's kind of ignore it for now. Ooh, maybe not though. Oh wait, yes, ignore it because it's a troll. Okay. Misread that card. Oh, so here's another lesson. So it's 3 cards. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. You gain 3 life. Not bad. Okay. Ooh, what is this card over here? So its green side is 3 for a 3/2. Other pest, bat, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get +1/+1. And then when this card dies, you gain 4 life. Oh, so he's like a commander, but he is a legendary card, so we can only ever have one of him out on the field at a time. That's still a really nice effect. Pumping up our 1/1s into 2/2s. Pretty good. And what's its so its backside. So it's a black card. It's 4 cost. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any number of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card you put into your hand this way. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, here's another lesson. So it's a 3-cost card. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its mana cost is 2 or less, create a 1/1 black-green pest creature token. Okay. So Field Trip. Search your library for a basic forest card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Learn. Not bad for 3. Pretty good. You get a card and it goes straight to the battlefield. Pretty nice. Honorary Troll, Vigilance. If you would gain life that turn, so if you would gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. Okay. And then this card gets +2/+1 so long as you have 25 or more life. Not bad. And again, since our deck is going to be getting a bunch of life with these tokens, probably a pretty good idea. That's a green-blue card. We'll kind of skip it for now. Mage Duel. So it's a 3-cost card. This spell costs 2 or less to cast if you cast another instance or sorcery spell this turn. Nice. So it could be just 1 green. Target creature you control gets +1/+2 until the end of turn. Then it fights target creature you don't control. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. That fights thing on that previous card. So so this card, when it says fights, that means that it would end up, like your creature would end up getting hurt in the process of this. It's still kind of buffing it up. So makes it good. But yeah, it's not bad. Definitely has its uses. So this is a 3 for a 2/4. Oh, not bad. So 3 for a 3/2. So when this card enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. not bad with a lot, especially with a lot of the cards that are like you gain special, like you gain certain effects based on how much life you gain, or if you gain life, could be really good. Accomplished Alchemist. See, Elf Druid. It's a 3 for 2/5, but you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color into your deck or into your mana pool. Amazing. It's cost 4 though, so you may not be able to cast this early on, but still pretty good. Or you can tap it to add X mana of any color, where X is the amount of life you gained. Oh. This card's going to be really nice, I think. Okay, so this is Nard. This is a professor. Okay. He's a tree folk druid. Looks more like an octopus, kind of. Okay, so he's a 4-cost card for a 5/4 trample. Already amazing. Already amazing for its mana cost. So when this card enters the battlefield, you learn. I have no bad things to say about this card. This is pretty nice. So Master Symmetrist. I feel like symmetry is a blue-green thing, but let's see. There's a 4 for 4/4 reach. Whenever a creature you control with power equal to its toughness attacks, it gains trample until the end of turn. Or we're going to have to look to see what other cards we end up getting in the game. Okay, so Professor of Zoomancy. I think that's the first time I've heard of Zoomancy before, but I like it. And I love that he's a bear. He's a bear druid. That's awesome. Okay, so when this card enters the battlefield, create a token. Create our pest tokens. Okay. Not bad. 4 for 3/4 or 4/3. And you also get a 1/1. Not terrible. Not terrible. So, what is this? Croc Wrangler. So it's a 5-cost card for 3/3. Already on the low end side. Let's see what its effect is. So whenever you cast a copy or instance of a sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on that card. You target creatures you control. On a target creature. Oh, wow. Why was my brain not working there? Okay, so sorry. So pretty much if we cast a spell, we can put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature we control. Problem is, I just think it costs too much for this would be useful. We'll see. We'll see. Fractals. Okay, so this is meant more to be in a blue-green deck. We can already see because it's... So let's go into this card. So, what is it? Verdant Mastery. It's a 6-cost card. You may pay 4 rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Search your library for up to 4 basic land cards and reveal them. Put one of them into the battlefield tapped under an opponent's control if 4 was the cost paid. Put 2 of them into the battlefield tapped under your control and the rest into your hand. Ooh. I wonder if there are any lands out there that do negative side effects. I would actually love to give my opponent a land if it ends up like hurting them every time they use it or something. But yeah, let's see. Oh, Bookworm. Oh, I love the name of this card. It's spelled with a nice. It's an 8 for 7/7 trample. Nice, nice. When this card enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Okay. Then you can pay 3, put Bookworm from your graveyard onto your library 3rd from the top. Interesting. Exponential growth. Until the end of turn, target creature's power, or double target creature's power X time. So it's a 2 forest and 2 X. Ooh, so if you want to double it twice, it costs, what is that? 4, 6? Which, I mean, to be frank, doubling something twice is probably going to make it super overpowered. So I guess I can kind of see why it's a pretty huge cost, but we'll have to see. Honestly, if we put that into some of the trample cards out there, it's maybe pretty nice. Yeah, definitely have to look into that some more. Okay, so Ecological Apprentice, another X card. So it's 3 and X. Search your library and graveyard for up to 4 creature cards with different names that each have a mana value of X or less, and reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards. Shuffle the chosen cards into your library. Put the rest onto the battlefield. Then you exile. Ooh. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that. And you can choose from your own library too. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Pretty nice card. I don't know if we would want a bunch of copies of these, especially since it's a mythic and we can create only 11 mythics. So we'll want to make sure that whatever mythics we get really help out our strategy. But I do like this. Oh. So here's a bunch of black-white cards, stuff that we can't really play. Yep, we're just kind of ignoring this stuff for now. Oh, here's a land. So when this card enters the battlefield, you may reveal a swamp or forest card from your hand. If you don't, then this card enters the battlefield tapped. Okay, not bad, and I like that it's... So we'll probably want 4 of this card anyway. Oh, interesting. And then it just... Whoops. How do I get rid of it? Yeah. I think it's because I'm in craft mode at the moment, so it's kind of a little finicky. Not the best experience, but let's see. So Withering Campus. Nice. Oh, Wither Bloom. I guess Wither Bloom is the school that we're a part of. Okay. So this card enters the battlefield tapped. Okay. You can add a black or green. So kind of a slightly weaker version than this. But you can also pay 4, tap this card, scry 1. You know, if you have mana left over at the end of the turn, maybe not terrible. So Cram Session. Gain 4 life, learn. Okay. Deadly Brew. It's a 2 green cost card. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. If you sacrifice a permanent this way, you may return another permanent from your graveyard into your hand. Okay. Not bad. And I like the fact that each player is sacrificing a card. Nice, nice. Ooh, is this the same card? I think it is. Okay. So Diane Soul Steeper. So Legendary Druid. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses life. For 2. Yeah, and it only costs 2. And it's a 1/3. And the fact that we'll be gaining life a lot, I kind of like this. So pay 1, sacrifice another creature. This card gains +X/+0 until the end of turn, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. Oof. Hope I'm not getting hiccups there. But not bad. You pay 1 and you sacrifice. You can kind of pump up and sacrifice the tokens that we need. Not bad, not bad. Oh, is this the same card? Wow, this card's in like 3 cards already. Nice. So infused with vanity or vitality. Sorry, not vanity, vitality. Until the end of the turn, target creature gains Death Touch, and when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. You gain 2 life. Gains Death Touch, and when this creature dies, return it. Ooh. Nice. And Death Touch, yeah, up there, it mentions what Death Touch is. So any amount of damage a source with Death Touch deals to a creature is enough to kill it or destroy it. Nice. Ooh, a green-black, okay. Choose target creature. And I like how it has a fractal. So it seems like we're facing off against a green-blue deck. Okay, so target creature, or so choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Interesting. And it doesn't have to be, what's nice about this is that it doesn't have to be your card. You can put this, you can target your opponent's creature, but you still get to pick a card based off of how strong your opponent's. I kind of like that. That's cool. Let's see, 10 to the pest. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Create X pest tokens with black, where X is the sacrificed creature's attack power. Nice. Witherbloom Apprentice. So it's 2 for 2/2 Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy a sorcery or instant spell, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Not bad. Here's another Witherbloom command. It's 2, and then you get to choose 2. Target player mills 3 cards, and then you return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. I like the milling. Milling, what milling means is that your opponent puts the top 3 cards of their deck directly into their graveyard. So it's just kind of a nice way of getting rid of the options that your opponent may end up drawing. Destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value of 2 or less. That is very specific and probably not something you're going to be doing a lot. Okay. Or you can do target creature gets -3/-1 until the end of turn. That's a pretty big debuff to stats. And then finally, you can also choose target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Yeah. I feel like you'd probably never do the second one unless there's a very specific reason to. But the first one is definitely great. And then you'd probably want to go with one of the last 2 depending on what your opponent has out on the battlefield. So Blood Researcher. It's a 3-cost card for 2/2 menace. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this card. Again, despite this being a green-black deck, there's a lot of life gain and a lot of ways to deal with life. That's quite interesting. We'll have to mess around with that. So here's a lesson card. Okay. It's a 3-cost card. Create 2/1/1 black or green-black pest tokens with when this creature dies, you get, yep. Nice. Pest Cauldron. So discard a card. Creatures you control. Oh, no. So you discard a card. You create a pest token. Okay. Or you can pay 1 and tap. Each opponent mills cards equal to the amount of life you've gained this turn. Ooh. This could be a win condition for us. Exile 4 target cards from a single graveyard. Draw a card. Okay. Or you can play its backside for 4. Return up to 2 target creatures, land, and or planeswalker cards from your graveyard to your hand. Each player gains 4 life. Then you exile this card. Okay. So here's a 4-cost card. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value of 2 or less. Add a black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. Nice. That could actually be really good. Oh, I think I saw this card before. I think this might be a card that I really want to add into the deck. So it's a 4-cost card for an 11/10. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then it has, whenever this card attacks or blocks, sacrifice a creature. Amazing. I want to add this card into my deck. I think that is absolutely amazing. All right. So here's another 4-cost card. Interesting. Interesting mana cost too. But anyway, 4-cost card for a 7/6. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Okay, so it's pretty much very similar to this. Okay. Then when you sacrifice this card, okay, each opponent discards a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure if I consider it as good as the previous card, this Titan over here. This card's great, but still 4 for a 7/6 is still pretty good. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. Let's go on to the next one. Motoring Croc for 4. It's 4 for 3/3. Trample and lifelink. Not bad. I can't complain about that. Nice. So Mortality Spear. It's a 4-cost card. See, this spell costs 2 less to cast if you gain life this turn. Amazing. Destroy target non-land permanent. Awesome. What is this card? Witherbloom Pledge Mage. It's a 5-cost card. It's 5 for a 5/5. Pretty obviously good on curve. Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you gain 1 life. Again, not bad. Ooh, what is this? There's like a dragon in this deck. Okay, so it's a 6-cost card. So it's a 6 for a 4/4. Flying. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a pest creature token. With that, then you can pay 10 life. Untap all the lands you control. Activate this. That's really strong. That's really strong. And it's generating pest tokens for us. That's really nice. I kind of like that. I don't know if it's something that we'd have multiple copies, like how many copies we would have of it in the deck. We probably want like 2 of this card, I think, in our deck. The ability to completely reset our lands. Amazing. All right. So Harness Infinity. Ooh, what does this card's cost? 6/7. Exchange your hand and graveyard. Exile this card. That is so expensive, though. 7 to do that? You would almost need this card just to be able to play anything from your hand. Because if your graveyard has more than 7 cards, you're going to have to discard cards back to the graveyard anyway. Not sure about that card. We'll see. Then here's a bunch of green blues. Okay. Nice. So what do we want to do? I feel like what I really want to do is there's all this life gain and gaining life and messing around with some cool stuff. So let's go in and add in some of the cool. Let's just add in one of the cool cards that we've found throughout here. Let's add that in, even though I don't think it's a key part of our strategy. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's leave that out for now. You gain 1 life. Let's add this card in because I think it might be pretty interesting. This is a nice filler card. Actually, yeah, because this is a card where we're gaining life. It's a card that's benefiting from when we're gaining life. Which this card doesn't really... I want to see stuff that is benefiting off of when we gain life. If there's stuff like that, I want to add it into this deck. So at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. And it's a powerful card. Let's give it a shot and see. Destroy and target non-land permanent. No. This card's creating stuff and we're milling. Yes. Obviously, lessons get added to our sideboard. Whoops, what's going on? Whenever you gain life, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because I think that is what our win condition... How we want to play this deck is we want to try to gain as much life as possible to trigger a lot of these on life gain. Do X. That's what I think we want to do. That's what we kind of want this deck to be. It's like a life gaining deck. So again, mill. Here we go. Opponent loses 2 life, you gain. Another way of gaining life. Whenever your opponent, yep, gaining life. Let's add that into here. Sacrifice a creature, do that. Maybe. Let's come back to this card. Again, we'll come back to that. To the end of the turn, yep, gaining life. Let's add that in. Whenever you gain life, an opponent, yep, definitely. We'll definitely want more of that. So Deadly Brew. Each player sacrifices a card. Nope. Gaining life and learning. I feel like we may want something that does a little bit more than that, but let's keep it. Dun, dun, dun. Now I've got to go back to just green cards. Green and black cards. Nope. Let's see, what does this card do? Search your library for the 4 basics. Nope, we don't gain life. We want to gain life. Nope. Zoomancy, yep. It's green a pest token, so I consider that gaining life. Nope. Still a very powerful card. Yes. Yeah, we're gaining life. This card costs 2 less to cast if another spell. Nope. Gains +2. Yep. Destroy target artifact. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, since we have a bunch of pests, this card's gonna be nice. Look at the top 3 cards. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like we're just kind of to go through. Gain life. So what is the win condition though, exactly? The problem... So well, I think this is nice, and our win condition would probably revolve around... Let's get rid of the professor card. Nope. I feel like it's probably going to revolve around... Where is it? This card. Like stuff like this, where whenever our opponent's gaining life, but it's just something that we can rely on. What is the other... Hang on. Let me get rid of these. I kind of really loved... What? Come on, get out. Ching, 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 ching. Okay. What is this? Ooh, fancy. Okay. I kind of really loved... Where is it? Uh-oh. Oh, because we're not in crouching mode. God. I was like, what happened to the cards I was looking at? You see, I really love this card. So nice, powerful card that comes in and destroys your opponent. And then this card as well. Where it's just like, they're a strong cards. Throw onto the battlefield. You win with just power. Because the biggest fear that I have... But you gain life. The biggest fear that I have is that if we go down this life gain strategy, we're not going to have a way. How do we finish some people off? Okay. Well, since we want to be thematic, let's stick with this. We'll worry about how great it is after we've lost several times, which we probably are going to be losing quite a bit, but let's just kind of sort this out. So Donna Soulkeeper. I think this card's going to be amazing. I think we're going to want to have 4 of this card in our deck. It is a legendary card though, which makes me a little bit nervous, but for now, let's try going with 4. And it's a silver card, so we can create many, blah, blah. We can work with many of that. There were some other nice cards over here, like this card. I think we'd want to have multiple of this card into our deck. Right, the max that we can have gets its menace, and it's gaining counters on it whenever we gain life. This card is going to get scary. And it's only a common. You gotta love good common cards like that. Oh, excuse me. Not a bad card, but it is kind of high. This card gains less whenever and you're destroying a non-permanent card. And look at that, they've got a pest back there. Oh, I love it. Okay. But anything else? Let's see. Nope. Yes to this card. I think we want 4 of this. Oh, discard a card, recreate a token. Each opponent gains equal to the amount of life you gain turn. Yep, let's add in 4 of this card. I think that'll be really great. It is a rare. Okay. Pest. It's a lesson, so we want to put that into our sideboard anyway. Tiger player mills a card. I think that's just great value. Ching. Yep, so good. Magecraft, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell. Yeah, I think we're going to want to have that in our deck as well. It's just a good card. An additional cost, sacrifice. Okay. Fights. So what do we have right now? I thought this thing automatically added lands into our deck too. There we go. Yeah, you usually want somewhere around 20, usually somewhere between 23 and 26 lands. So it's good. I think the suggested lands, it'll adjust as we add in. Yep. Oh, let's go back to the crafting stuff. So I think we were done with the multicolored. Yeah, kind of done with the multicolored stuff. Nice, and it gets rid of the subtracted lands as we add it in. Perfect. I feel like we can also add that in too. There we go. Let's continue on. This, really awesome, but we'll kind of leave it for now. Zoomancy, you may pay this. Dun-dun. I feel like I definitely want this card into our deck, but maybe just like 2 for now. I don't know if we want all 4. Reach. Trample. This card's good too. I feel like, but he doesn't fit our strategy. He is nice, but he doesn't fit our strategy. So let's avoid him for now. Got about 15 cards that we can add in. This card's really nice. 1, 2. I feel like we probably want 3. A little hesitant on putting 4 in, but 3 should be good. The reason why is because it's a little high on the cost, and it doesn't quite do anything super amazing. It requires us to have other cards going, so we don't want to pull this card too early. We want to pull it kind of in the mid game. Gee, this spell costs 2 less to cast. It's super great. This card is nice. Again, let's add in like just 2 for now. Just add in 2 and see where 1, 2. Just see where it takes us. Search your library for a basic forest card. Put it into your deck. I feel like we'd probably definitely want 2 of that. 2, 3. Oh yeah, we definitely want that card into our deck. That's really nice. And then we got this trample over here. Gains 2 if you have a bunch of lands. It's more for green blue. Sacrifice a creature. Again, really nice. Sorcery. Is there anything else good here? Ooh, this trample. I feel like we probably want that into our deck too, because that's gonna... Oh, and now we're kind of going overboard. So this is where we're probably going to want to start cutting cards, but let's go into black and see if there's anything else that we really need. Don't think we need these 2 cards, as they're not part of our life gain strategy here. So sacrifice another creature, put a counter onto it. Okay. Tiger Preacher loses 2 life, you draw 2 cards. Oh, but it's not really about me gaining life though, so maybe not. Then if 1 cost card was played, okay. Oh yes, this was the Menace card that had the, and then whenever you cast, yes. I definitely want this card into our deck. Probably like 3 maybe. Because how much is that? It's only 3 cost card. That's amazing. That is amazing. I want that card. So let's see. Lesson as additional cost. Yeah. Target player discards 2 cards. Then exile all cards in that player's graveyard. I really like doing this just as a jerky mechanic, but it's not part of our main thing. Okay. So enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a creature. Draw a card and lose 1 life. Exile target player's graveyard. Maybe. Let's put 1 of them in there for now. As an additional cost, you may sacrifice 1 or more creatures. If you do... Ooh, that could be nice. So you create a card and then learn. That's not bad. Target creature gains X. That card's, again, cheap cost card for learning. Not bad, not bad. So if a non-creature an opponent controls dies, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, you create a token. Okay, so whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain yes. I want 4 of that card into my deck. And then we have this Eye Witch thing, which I think I have up there. Okay, so I think these are all the potential cards. Let me go back real quick over to this. Yep. Sacrifice a creature. Then there's still some lesson cards there. Where was the Magecraft? This card. I feel like I may want to at least like 1 of these cards into my deck. Yeah, because I have a Magecraft card here. Okay. So let's take a closer look at what it is that we have. So here's our land. In total, we gives us 16, 24. Pretty solid amount, but let's see. And considering our mana cost isn't too high, that's probably just the right amount. Now, let's see. What is kind of our main strategy? What are the cards that are going to be winning us the game here? This card, I think, is absolutely amazing. We're going to want to pull this as soon as possible. And then I think we're also going to want to pull... Where is it? This card. I think this card is definitely going to be a win condition for us because it's just really nice to have. Well, not quite a win condition, but it's a nice thing to help the opponent down. So this is a great cost card. 1 and then 4. Nice. Think probably don't need Eye Witch. Charging through I think is really nice because we're going to be getting some pretty powerful cards. Cost of cards. Let's see. What do we... So how do we win? Ooh. This card might also be a win condition too for us. Wasn't there another card very much like this? So this card is very nice because, yeah, we can end up milling our opponent. It's a mill deck, pretty much. Do we just want to play mill? Ooh. Let's see if we can play mill. Oh, how much life can we end up gaining? What's the most ridiculous amount of life that we can end up gaining with some of our cards? Because we just keep kind of gaining one life. What was the... Wasn't there a card that's like... Yeah, this one. I think this would be nice. Charge through. So what is this? You gain life and learn. What are the sorceries that... how do I check... is there no way to see spells with learn on them? Okay. Let me go to my sideboard. You only have 7 cards in your sideboard? What? I thought you used to have 15. Alright, maybe it's because of the deck we're playing. Now this is the problem, is like trimming the deck down to just just the cards that we need. Okay. Again, this card is amazing. Good. So whenever you cast a spell, copy it. Good. Yes, if we're trying to mill, I feel like we want to try to mill. I actually want to kind of play this as a mill deck. Oh. I don't think this card is actually going to do too well for us. So I might leave that card out. So whenever you cast a copy of an instant spell, you create a pest. Nice. I feel like I just want 2 of that card, though. This card is nice because we're gaining a bunch of pest. Field Trip. Good for fetching lands and making sure that we can learn. Okay. This card's nice. Blood Researcher, yes. Yes. Alchemist, yes. Zoomancy, good for creating. Don't know about this card. It is nice because we are gaining life, so maybe. But how many spells do we have? That's the only thing that I have. Let's get rid of that card. Hunt for specimens. We put that into a battlefield. Sacrifice a creature. Okay. Why do we have so little? I feel like all the cards that we have are great. How do I get rid of them? How do you get rid of cards like this? So I think the thing is that we may actually not want the pests. We may not actually want these pest tokens. It's kind of hard to say. God, how do we cut this down? I guess the thing is, do we really need this? I don't think we do, considering the fact that we're not really winning based off of power, so trample is not going to be super great. I still think this card's really nice if you can sacrifice a bunch of cards. Okay. We're getting 3 of that card. Yeah, it's... Then you have this mage where you're creating pest tokens. Do I need 4 of this thing? I may only want like 2 of this card. Field trip. What do we have? 5 cards that we need to get rid of? Add 1 of any mana color. I feel like this card is probably just too late for what I need it to do. So I may drop it. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like I just need to play with this deck some more to really know what it is that we need to do here. So we can learn. What do we have that gives us learn? Menace. Nope. This card's giving us learn. It's nice. Do we really need 4? Especially considering we have 8. May not need 4. May only need 2 of that. Blood Researcher. 4 of that. Good. Accomplish. I feel like, again, I probably just need 2 of these. Professor of Zoomancy. Do I even really need this card in my deck? And they can add in more of that card. So if I get rid of that and add more of this, that could be nice. And then we also add in the learn. Diana. Really good. It's awesome. What is our mana curve looking like? We've got a bunch of stuff in 2, a bunch of stuff in 3. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Pretty decently cost cards. So we're at... Oh, excuse me. So right now we have the amount of cards that we need to make a deck. I just hope... Oh, I can maybe get rid of this card. I kind of want to have it in here just to see how it worked with the deck, you know? Now the question is, do I have enough ways to actually gain life? Because I may not want 3 of that card. I may only want 1 of him. Right. Because it's a Magecraft card. Not really sure how much mage crafting I'm going to be able to really do. Vigilance. Okay. Well, let's craft all these cards. Turn 21 wild cards into the deck. This action can't be undone. 4 uncommons. What's 2 mythic rares? What are the mythics that... Oh, this guy. Yeah, let's do it. Let's finish this deck and see what we can do. Sideboard is currently empty. Access. And your deck has 1 or more cards that has access to your sideboard. Field trip. Oh. Okay, so I need to add those learn cards into my sideboard. Okay. Which multicolor? Oh, these are all just new because I crafted them. Okay. What's going on? Oh, I can get rid of that. Oh, and then I want to filter it to just Strixhaven. There we go. So I need to go to lessons. What are the lessons that I can add into my deck? Or sideboard, I should say. Board. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, here's one. Just no cost. Exile target. Maybe let's add one for now so we don't forget it. Then lessons, lessons. Where are you, lessons? Here we go. I'll take a closer look at what they do later. Just want to add them in. Lessons, lessons, lessons. Dun, dun, dun. I can kind of take a look because they have that special symbol at the top right or left. Lessons. Okay. Let's see. Which one of these are the best here? Probably want 4. Ooh. Probably want some of these in here. Whoops. No, stop. How do I get rid of cards? There we go. Let's see. As additional cost, you can sacrifice a card. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its mana value is 2 or less, create a pest. It's a good thing that we'll just have one of them for now. Look at the top 6 cards of your libraries. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom. Now we don't really need that card. So really, yeah, I would add in 3 of those and then maybe one of craft all. Done. All right. Oh, and while we're at it, I want to go in and change that leader to be around this card. There we go. Just wanted to change the deck box. Huh? Oh, wait, what happened here? What did I get rid of? Uh-oh. I must have accidentally clicked on something. Let's see. 2, 8. Oh, it must have been this land. Okay. There we go. Nice. Well, oh, oh, wow. An hour and a half into our stream, and we finally have a deck built. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and play our standard. Here we go. Oh, man. Where do I name the deck? What do we want to call this? Life Pests? Life Pests. There we go. Let's play. Let us see how we do. Chances are probably going to be pretty terrible, but that's kind of the fun of the game is you create a deck, you see what works, and then you refine it. Yeah, I actually really like this. Let's keep this. So we're going to play that. And then we can play this. We don't have any life gain at the moment, which is a little worrying. Ooh, we may need to add in more stuff to gain life here into our deck. Dun, dun, dun. We may not need this field trip either. I get the feeling with how low our mana is, we probably don't need field trip. But let's see. Yeah, right now we've got a bunch of stuff that's relying on us to gain life. Yet we don't have that. Ooh. I may have too many of this card in the deck too. Because we can only have one copy out on the field. So the fact that I have another one in my hand is just kind of wasted space here. But we'll see, we'll see. I feel like let's play this card next. So that way we can filter some stuff out of our graveyard. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay, for both swamps. Got a lot of swamps here. So yeah, let's definitely play this card. And we'll pick this. And let's learn and get... Let's get this card. Because we need some ways to gain life. And, yeah, that guy can't block. And we don't really want to lose this guy anyway. So let's just attack. Why not? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. We can play this next. What do we have? 5. We'll have 5 land next turn. So you can play that. Oh. Look at that. He's buffing him up. This guy's got a good deck here. Ooh. Okay. Just pay this. Now we've got 2 pests. And was just if a non-creature token you control would die, exile instead. Opponent controls would die, exile instead. We'll keep it. Keep it for now, and then just go on. I think we're going to end our turn here. Ta-da. No more monkeys. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's fine. Dun, dun, dun. Blocks. Let's see. We'll block him with this. Right. Yeah. Then we gain 1 life. And then he loses 1 life. Yay! We're starting our synergy. Oh, nice. I kind of want to mill him. I want to mill him. And then how much land do I have left? 3. So we can play this card next. Okay. Let's do that. Auto pay. Boom. And then let's play this card. So I want to do the mill. Target creature gets -3. No, that's not going to work. I'll do this. And then target player. This, he's a target player. Nice. No attacks. No attacks for now. Dun dun. Let's keep going. Ooh. So when this guy enters the battlefield, put trample counter on a target not human. Okay, nice. Ooh. But this card isn't going to get stronger unless he has a 4 card on it, right? And it's a first strike with trample. No, we'll just let that through. No reason to block that. There's this card. Yeah. This is the thing. We don't have a lot of life gain. I think that's the problem. We need to re-look at our deck again. We found the failure, but at least now we know how to fix it. Okay. So whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Yep. Let's do that. Boom. And Menace Lifelink. I actually kind of want to play this card too. And then I don't really want to attack at the moment, so no attacks. Let's just keep going. I kind of like this too. And he gains lifelink, so that'll trigger a lot of these cards' effects as well. It's nice. I like it. I like it. We're starting to reach some of our effects. I get the feeling this pest card may not be super great. But I like this. I like that a lot. We have a good idea for a deck here. We have a good idea. We just need to refine it. Just need to refine it. Let's see what he does. He wants to continue just going face with me. But I think he's going to be a little bit scared to do that, considering... Like, he really needs a 4-cost card here to pump up his beetle. Uh-oh. Is he going to do anything? Oh, no. I hope he's okay. Oh, it's always disheartening when they time out on that. Because I've had this happen to me before, too, where it's like you're trying to think of what to do and you have a really good card in your hand and you know you could win the game or something if you just played in the right order at the right time. But the game just doesn't give it to you. Luckily, when you're playing in person, they can give you a little bit more of a free time, but, ooh, he just let it time out. That's not... I'm so sorry, man. Okay. Let's play this again. Or, I'm saying again, but it's not like we've really played it for the first time. Let's play this. Uh-oh, I think this guy DC'd. Oh. Oh, well. Yeah, he DC'd. Okay. That's a shame. I feel like his deck would have been really cool to face off against. But, at least now we've learned what we need to update with our deck. We need to add in more life gain. Dun, dun, dun. Do I want to attack with anything? Not really. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to attack with this guy. Just skip to attacking phase. Next. Oh, wait. What? Oh. I hit the wrong thing. Because I wanted to attack with this guy, gain some life, and then get everyone like +1/+1. Messed up on that. My bad. I guess I could always pay 1 right here to sacrifice the creature. Could sacrifice that guy. How much life do I gain? Oh, I don't gain any life, so it'd really be more beneficial if I sacrificed the pest instead. Where everyone would then gain life. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think he's not there anymore. What a shame. Oh, well. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to our deck. Oh, 2. Nice, we got 2 of those things. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, what is this? A reward. I guess I gained something for actually winning a game. Daily wins, up to 15. Oof. It's a lot of wins you have to get in daily. Okay. Let's go back and update this. So let's see. This card, definitely awesome. But I feel like we may only want 3 of it. May only want 3 because it's a legendary card. We can still take 4 of this card, even though they're both legendaries. The fact that you can choose which one and it can change around. So I think that's pretty good. but we definitely need way more ways of gaining life. So I don't think this card is super great because we don't have a lot of spells. So we don't have a lot of spells. This card, well, I thought it was nice. Not super great either. I may want to still keep that card out for now. Don't know if we really need this because we don't have too much life gain. Sorcery. Good. So let's go back and see what are some good life gain cards that we can add into this deck. I mean, this card has life link. Not terrible. And if I add more of this card into the deck, that wouldn't be bad, especially if we have ways of sacrificing it like this. What else? Spare your leeches to life. Nope, that doesn't. It's not life gain. Dun 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 dun. Where is our life gain? I think probably in the green-blue, right? Yeah, so there's this card over here. Gain 4 life and learn. Not bad for 2. Now the question is, I feel like this card would still be better as far as the gaining life's concerned. So let's add 2 more into there. And that's fine, it's a common. We can easily add that. Like, let's just do it now. Let's gain some pests, and then we'll be able to pump that up with this guy. What else? Ooh, what does this card do? As an additional cost, sacrifice a creature. We don't really have powerful creatures, so I'm not sure how that'll work. Have the maximum of that. What else? Oh, no, that's a lesson that we already have into our deck. Okay, what are we missing here? It's kind of looking good. I feel like we need, or missing something though. We need a little bit more life gain. So let's try adding this card in there. Let's just do 2 for now, actually. Cram session. Let's do 2 for now. Then we've got 3 cards that we can add in. This is maybe where some of that magecraft stuff might be useful. Oh, actually, here's something right here. Until the end of turn, creature gains Death Touch. Oh, why don't we have more of that into this deck? Actually, yeah, let's get rid of this cram session and add another one of that. And then there's something else I can just add in. Add another one of and be good. Not quite. So there we go. So now we have more life gain in our deck to kind of work with the cards that rely on us actually gaining life. And how many things do we have that are actually generating these tokens? So this is generating a token for us. This can generate a token. That can't. That doesn't either. Neither does that. We don't really have a lot of stuff that's generating more of those tokens for us. I feel like I kind of want to get rid of this guy for the Zoomancer card. Where was he? This guy. Professor of Zoomancy. Yep. I feel like I want some more of those creatures. I almost feel like I can get rid of this card too. So what else would generate some good tokens for us? We don't have anything that's really powerful. It's us gaining life. It's a lesson. That's still really nice just to have in general. So I kind of want some more of those pests. Nothing there. Nothing there. What do we do? What do we do? True. I almost... Why? I know there was a card that we took out. What was that? What was that card that had menace? This card. Magecraft. Now that we have more spells, this card might actually be better now. So what card did I want to take out in response to that? Dun, dun, dun. This card. Get rid of that and add in 2 of that instead. And then we have 8. Is that... I feel like we should probably add in more swamps, considering that we do have plenty of forest. We'll go with this mana pool. We'll see how it goes. And then... I think this should be a lot better. Let's do it. Home. Alright. Let's try it again. Standard. Let's go into standard. Dun, dun, dun. Nice. Okay, so we only have 2 mana. Ooh. Do we keep or mulligan? Keep or mulligan? Okay, let's keep. Hopefully we can draw 1 land by our 3rd turn. Let's hope, let's hope. It might be risky. It's definitely a risky move here. Oh. But we'll see. We shall see. Oh, okay. No, it's my turn. Let's play this. Reveal this card. Submit. And then we'll play this card over here. Auto pay. Good. Then we'll play that next turn and play this to create a pest token. And then hopefully we can play that on turn 3 if we actually draw another land. Which I hope we do. I really hope we do. Crossing my fingers here. Okay. Oh, phew. Yes, and we drew it. So we'll play this. Whoops. I hit the wrong thing. Okay. Play this. Yep, auto pay. Why does everything sound so high? And let's go with this card. And then do we want to attack? Since he has menace, why not, right? He can't block. The next turn we'll play this and play that. And then that way he'll get a +1/+1 counter on him. Yay. Yes. Now that... Ooh. He didn't have anything to play? This creature becomes... When this creature becomes blocked, create a 1/1. Oh, but he can't block because of my menace. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, what happened to my land? Oh. Shh. Right. There we go. Let's deck with that guy. Does he shock it? He does not. Nice. Look at that, the synergy. It's working. Now he has 3 mana. in red. It looks like he's playing a mono red deck. Oh, he's playing a goblin deck. Okay. Okay, okay. We could play this card, gain 2 life. Any reason why? So let's play, first let's play a land. We could play this. When it comes to the battlefield, create a token. I feel like I just want to attack with that card for now. So let's go into combat first and attack with this. Nice. Now it's strong enough to attack with the goblins, and we'll attack next turn with it. And then let's... Ooh, I maybe should have played that first. Let's play our bear. Let's play our professor. Yeah, then next turn I'll play this card and have it start gaining counters too. You going to attack us? Ooh, what is this? Sequence in the battlefield, create 2 creature tokens. Oh, he definitely wants to do creature tokens. Okay. Ooh. So, what do I do here? I could mill. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, you can have him mill. And then I could get rid of a creature. Target opponent loses 2. How much land do I have? 4. This will come in taps, so it's not really something that we can do just yet. But let's go ahead and do this. We'll have him mill, and then we'll gain. He will be the target for the mill. And then that gains life. So that's 5. He's going to have to block with so much stuff. I feel like... Ching, ching. Let's attack. And the next turn we'll just play that again. He's probably going to block with 5 creatures, right? Or not. I mean, he doesn't need to. That's true. He doesn't need to. Yep, that's fine. Ching, ching. Nice. And then gain life, and then that happens again. Okay. Auto pay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's pay for it. I forgot about that. Yeah, look at that. We've got plenty of tokens over here. Oh, he's got a lot of tokens though too. Okay, okay. But you see, that's nice. We kept getting that card that just kept powering up. That's kind of what I wanted to see with the deck. Nice, nice. Going well, going well. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, there's a ranked mode. We should go into ranked. That's how we really know if we're doing well. We need to go into ranked. All right. Yeah, because in Standard Opia, we're just testing out random decks too. But in ranked mode, that's where people are playing with their best decks. And I love playing ranked modes in like whatever game I'm playing, even if it's just like this, where it's like I'm sure I'm terrible right now. But it's a lot of fun. It's the only way you get better, I feel, by playing other people in ranked. So nice. Let's continue on. Oh, choose if you want to draw first or play first. Let's play first. Ooh. Okay. Let's keep this. We may want to get rid of this card, honestly. But we'll see, we'll see. Because I get the feeling that that mill is probably not going to be as great as I think it is. And then we'll play this card to have him start milling. Ooh. I'm getting kind of mana screwed over here. Let's play this right now. Mill 3 cards. That. Auto pay. Anything good that he lost? Let's see. Just some champion knights. Okay. Done, done. Ooh, okay, yeah, he's going for the aggressive play again. I think we played against this guy before. Or, well, a very similar deck, I should say. Not. Next. Can we do anything? Discard a card. I don't want to discard anything at the moment. It's probably going to keep bugging me about that. Just do the end of combat. Yeah, this you can just kind of have it keep doing this and it'll auto pass on stuff until you tell it to stop. So whenever this giant becomes a target of a spell, deal 2 damage to that spell's controller. Okay. Nice. Yeah, just keep passing. Okay. Ooh, I could summon it as its other side. Let's do that. Let's summon this first. And then next, yeah, we'll just end our turn. We don't need to stop at end of turn. We'll stop at combat just to see. Because we may want to block. Let's see, let's see. Oh, I need to see if I have any pets. Let's stop, pass. I'm going to pass. Because I don't want this card dying. And he has mana opened, which means that he could... Ooh, what is this? Flash. This spell costs 1 less for each attacking card. Enters the battlefield attached to a creature you control. Gains +1 and double... Ooh. That's dangerous. He could have yeah, this card would have definitely died then. Yeah, just... I think I'm dead here. Oof. Oof, oof. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, let's see here. So let me do this discard, and we'll get rid of that card. To get that, then we'll play this. Do the mill. Then we'll do that. With you as a target. Auto pay. And then this card activates. Oh, I had to pay to do that. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go with next then. Why not? Let's attack. Boom. End my turn. Hey, I mean, we did 11 or 9 points of damage. That's actually pretty good for... It's not bad. For how bad our starting hand was. Not bad. Ooh. And now he's got a flying card. Okay. What you gonna do now, buddy? Ooh. He just pumped that card up. And just have ooh. I think this is game. I don't think I can... Yep. No, and then he'll just do it again, right? Yep. Yeah, we'll auto pay, but I still lost. Alright, alright. Oh. Interesting, we get another round with him. Nice. Nice, nice. Let's go with the play first again, why not? I gotta get better hands though. All right, so we're mulligan. Oh, I guess we'll keep this. Put that at the bottom. Again, not terrible. We're getting terrible hands here. Reveal that card again. Let's play this card. Dun, dun, dun. Whenever this card's equipped, it has haste. When it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Look at that guy, he's upside down. Reach and haste. Oof. I'll take it. I'll heal back one in the life anyway. Nice. So let's play that. Let's do this. Do that. And we'll pick up this. Let's play that. Boom. Okay. Nope. We're gonna die. And we'll block. Then we'll gain 1 life, right? That's fine. Yeah, I couldn't pay 2. Yeah, I don't know if this cauldron's really going to be working for us. I think I might want to get rid of that card. After playing with it? I don't really like it. Okay, okay. So, what is this card? What can I do again? Destroy target creature. Non-creature, though. Oh. I don't really know. That card, yeah, it's just not great. Okay. Just pay that. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, let's just attack with it. What's this legendary 3? Annex power is equal to your devotion to red. Oh, okay. Ooh. That devotion just went up. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this card. I don't like it. Oh, okay. At least we're surviving. Nice. Yep, auto pay. There we go. Let's go. Let's attack with it anyway. Gain life, give it a counter. Yep, I figured he'll probably block it. Oh right, he needs to block with 2, that's why he did that. And it doesn't matter. But now that's a 3. Good, good. What do you do now? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so I feel like this milling stuff, not great. It's a side effect into our main that's derailing us from our main strategy. We'll fix that in the next. Oh, okay. At least now it's a 4. Oh. Okay. Cool, cool. What does this card do? So whenever it attacks, a defending player has more cards in hand, exile the top card of your life. Okay, if a red source would deal damage to an opponent permanent, when it controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 to an opponent permanent. Oh, permanent. I don't want to lose that card yet. Ugh. I think this is game though, because I can't. Yeah. Fortunately, it's game. Oh well. So let's go ahead and take a look at let's retake a look at our deck real quick. So edit it. I feel like this card, not great for what we're trying to do. So let's get rid of it. Whoops. Blood Researcher is definitely great. And then also, I feel like there was another card as well. Or was that it on the milling side? Oh, this card. Don't know if we still want this card or not. Let's see. Strixhaven. Crafting. Let's see. What do we kind of need? We want this card. I feel like we want some card draw, which this card is really nice for that. So I think still having that in the deck is good. Cram Session. I still don't really like that card. That card's nice. I still think that card's really good for what it does. This card's good. Card's good too. For sure, Zumanchi. Okay, so let's just see if there's other good cards that we can just add into the deck. What's this card again? Draw a card and lose a life. Honestly, the drawing cards might actually be nice. Is there... So that might actually not be too bad. 3 card draw. Okay, let's take a look to see what if there's anything else that we can really put in. Each player loses 2 life. Not terrible, but might be something better. So you gain 2 life. Target player gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. What do we have as far as this is concerned? We still got plenty of stuff in common and uncommon section. Yep, so anything else on the pest side? What does this do? Basic, then you shuffle and learn. Not bad, and considering how our land has been, I feel like this might be... I actually almost really want to do a green-blue deck. I might have to mess around with that later. With how long it took us to create our green-black deck, let's just focus on that for now. Zumancy, this card is nice. And this card's pretty solid too. This card, it requires 4 mana though, so it's kind of a little late. Not bad. Especially considering that we have these cards that kind of pump it up. So having like 2 of this card may not be bad. Only have like a couple rares though, so I may want to hold off. Interesting. Okay. Each player sacrifices a card. If the creature sacrificed this way, you may return it. If you sacrifice a permanent this way, you may return another permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. And that, but I don't really have any good big tokens. Destroy each non-land permanent with a mana value of 2 or less. Add mana that way. Okay. Magecraft Apprentice. How many spells do I have in my deck? I have a decent amount of spells, actually. This card might actually be better than I thought it was. Just add 2 of this guy into here. Dun, dun, dun. Anything else? This card's kind of nice, just with it being a 4 trample. Let's add 2 more into here, of this guy into here. And then, because I still have a decent amount of spells, right? Do 15. That's pretty good. And I can get more with lessons. So yeah, that's actually probably a lot better than what I was thinking. And then can I get... I feel like I want to get rid of that card for something. 4 life, but we'll keep him for now. Finish deck. Okay. Yeah, let's test this one out now. We saw that a card wasn't working for us. We updated our deck. Let's continue on. Traditional, standard, ranked play. Oh, yeah, so let's just do the one game at a time. Traditional ends up using up, like, can kind of take a long time. So let's just do a standard rank. 1 game at a time. Learn as we go. See if you don't want to cast spells. Garbage night. Nice, nice. Ooh, and look at this. Pretty good start, I would say. Let's keep. Oh, and look at this playfield. That's pretty nice. What do we want to do? Let's play our tap stuff first. Okay, let's play that. And then this. Already starting off good. Then we could do that and mill them next turn. Oh, look, we actually have a lot of sorceries, yeah. Oh, that Magecraft stuff is actually going to be pretty good. Let's look to see if there's another Magecraft that we can add into the deck. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, now we're kind of getting mana screwed on stuff. Let's play that since we only have 2-cost cards. Then we can do this. We'll mill them. And then we'll do that. And have them lose life as well. Then this card will trigger and they'll actually lose 3 life. Yep, and then that triggers and then they lose 3 life. Then we go to combat. And we do... Ah, look at that. 4 damage. That's awesome. Next turn we'll play this. We'll get a learn. Ooh. Nice. We can play that card then. Then we can play that. And play this. And that card triggers. Nice. Let's go with this. We don't want to attack though. Because he can just block with this. It's not going to do anything. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter. Yep, no. No attacks. We're good. Then we can sacrifice our pest over here. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, no. How much damage was that? 3 damage. Oh, what a jerk. Oof. It just has a bunch of counters on it. We'll block it. We'll slowly ping him over time. So we'll play this. Hey, look, we got another one. Then we'll play this again. And then let's attack. Nice! I like this. Look at this. We're slowly pinging him over time with that damage. Yes! 2 hours and 30 minutes into the stream and we're finally doing what the deck's supposed to do. Uh-oh. What does that card do? Copy it. Okay. It's fine, but I keep having all these creatures here. Yep, then I gain 1 life. He loses 1 life. Haha! Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Let's just play that. Next. Let's go and attack with these 2. Next. Boom, boom. What do we want to do? To pass. And let's keep passing until we get to combat. Target creature gains death touch. Oof. Okay. Resolve all. Oof. I maybe should have cast that on one that. Oh well. I'll pass. Yeah. It's block. Oh, can I not cast that? Why couldn't I cast that? Maybe there was something weird there. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need more draw into this deck. I need more draw. I don't have any cards in my hand. Let's look to see if there is any extra draw that we can get. Okay. Resolve. Resolve. Pass. Yep. Lay this onto that card. Just block. Die. Yep. Then he comes back. Awesome. Let's do this. Target. Lose 3 life. You. 3. He still has 40 cards in his deck? Oof. Boom. Nice. Ooh. Oh, hey, we ranked up. Awesome. Let's see. I felt like there was something I wanted to change at the end there. But what was it? What did I want to change? Mastery? What's over here? Oh, just saying I got some new stuff here. Mastery tree, what does this do? Oh, you get some stuff. Oh. Cool. You get that as an avatar? Oh, so if you go over here and then you hit change your avatar, you can get those cards. Oh. Cool. Don't really want that. No. Yeah, we can go down this. There we go. Boom. Claim our prize. And then I don't have any more. Okay. I felt like there was something else that I wanted to change in this deck. What was it? Oh, that's what it was. I wanted to see if there was any card draw. I don't think there was any in Strixhaven. And green doesn't really have a lot of card draw. I mean, I guess there is this. Oh, what am I talking about? I have this card over here. I have this card for card draw. Maybe I should get this. I feel like maybe I should get rid of this cram session here and add in another one of that. And then that way I have some card draw. It's going to be pretty good with all the tokens that we're generating. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's play some more games. We'll probably do a couple more games and then I think we'll probably call it for today. Then who knows? Maybe when I have some free time, I might try to create a green-blue deck. That sounds like it could be fun. Oh. Ooh. We got that card. Ah, that's such a nice card. Let's keep it. Hopefully I can draw into a land and we'll be okay. Oh, yeah, if I can just draw into one land, I'll be good. Please just let me draw into one land. Please. Nothing there. But heck, we can play this card. Whoops. There we go. The next turn we can play that. And I'm hoping we can play that if we can get a land. We just need one land. When you do, copy this spell for each creature card. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, he's playing a blue-black deck. Ooh. What cards is he going to play? Ooh, okay. So whenever this creature mutates, put a +1/+1 counter on it. But it doesn't have a mutate cost on it, so how is it going to mutate? Oh no, we didn't get it. Okay. No problem, no problem. We'll play this first. Don't know why he's pausing. That's a little scary. That means that he can play something in his hand for one blue or black. That's scary. I don't know what he has like he can do that with. Let's just attack. What's he gonna do? I just need one. Just need one land. Just need one land. Come on. Whenever you gain life, the opponent loses life. Yes. Give me one land, please. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try to draw for a land. Actually, I could play that card next turn. Get ourselves a token. Hopefully he doesn't draw anything too crazy. Okay. See, each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate. Okay. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We got a land. Ah, no, but it's going to be coming in. Okay. Oh, well. Let's play this. Dun, dun, dun. And you can block it now with this card. Because he has 2 things. Yeah, not worth it. We'll do that. And then we'll just kind of pass for our turn. I don't want to attack just yet. Is he going to play something with mutate? What is he going to do? Because mutate's interesting. I think it's like a secondary cost on the card that you can play it for the mutate cost instead of its like a normal casting cost. And they usually get like some special effect, but they cost a lot more. Yeah, I think mutate was a part of the Ikoria set, which is a set right before, 2 sets right before this, I think. Yeah, even though I haven't technically played Magic in a while, I do try to keep up with the sets and everything. Ah, destroy target. Oh. He didn't like my creature. He just didn't want me gaining life. Oh well. Oh well. Not really going to be able to do much next turn then. Honestly, I think he probably should have gotten rid of the Soul Steeper over there. The mana value of 3 or less, yeah. Yay, we're finally getting mana. So let's play this. Autoplay. Next. Yeah, we'll just pass until... Pass until it's our turn. I'm probably going to put something there. 'Cause I don't think he's going to go into combat, really. Oh, is he going to do anything? He has 5 mana. Oh, he's just playing that. That's fine. That is fine. Dun, dun, dun. If I can gain 1 more mana, I can do a nice combo over here. When this enters the battlefield with your choice of Death Touch counter or lifelink counter on it. Okay. That's fine. You can have that resolve. What do you give it? He gives it Death Touch. Okay. So it has a Death Touch counter on it. Okay, pass. Oof. Not quite. So what do I want to play? Let's go with this. I feel like I just need more land. I'm getting screwed on my land here. If I had like... If I was able to play a land every single turn, I think I would be actually doing really awesome right now. But I'm not. Alright, we'll take this. No attacks. I don't want to lose anything at the moment. And I don't think he would block my pest. I don't think he would block the pest, so I wouldn't get the effects that I would want. Dun dun dun. Flying card. Okay, nice. And he draws a card. Not bad, not bad. That's what blue is known for. Dun 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 dun. Okay. That is fine with me. So I will block you with this guy. Please. Because my blood researcher is going to get 4. He's going to get 2 counters on it. Yes, then that happens, then that happens. Yep, I'm fine with that. Ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Nice. Ha-ha. Oh wait, why didn't it get +1? Oh, I didn't have enough mana. That's right, I've got to pay mana in order to do that, don't I? Alright. Well, let's play this then. Do this. And this. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel. And let's do this and this. Yep. And then we'll pay 1. Yep. That's fine. Done. Dun dun dun. Auto pay. Next. Da, da, da. Stack with these 2. Next. What do you do? We got some pretty nice cards out here now. Took us a while to get up here because of our mana situation, but we were able to do pretty well. Nice. Oh, he doesn't block the menace. Interesting. Oh, and does this only last till the end of turn? Oh, they gain trample too until the end of turn. Oh, that's how that card works. I was misreading that. Oh, but they still get the +1/+1 counters, but they also get trample. Oh. That's why this card's really awesome. I should have attacked with everything then. No, we'll do that next turn. What is this card? A 7/7? It's a flash. You can sacrifice creatures. They can't block. Gain life. Okay. Extra 5 cards from your opponent graveyard. Okay, gotcha. It's just a really strong creature. Gotcha. My turn. Yep. Yay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could play this. And then I could play that. And we can mill stuff. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So let's play this. Boom. Then we will play this. We'll do the mill and this. Onto you. Oh, but I don't... Oh, I didn't pick the trample, though. Shoot. Oh, that was my bad. Oh, well. Ooh. My bad there. I forgot. I forgot about the trample. Shoot. Ooh. Okay, let's not block then. Or let's not attack. I messed up there. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. Ooh, what is that? Whenever an opponent creature dies, that player loses. Okay. Until the end of turn. Oh, that's a nasty card. That is quite nasty. No, I don't want to block that. Oof. Okay, let's summon. It only costs 1, right? Yeah. So it's summon, auto pay. Let's activate this effect. Auto pay to sacrifice that. Resolve. Dun dun dun. Auto pay. Then, yeah, let's attack with everything. I think this is game right here. Ooh, this is what I should have done last turn, but I kind of messed up on that. Ooh. Nice, nice. Okay, now the question is, do we do one more or do we stop for here? Or stop for now? I feel like we should stop. I feel like it's always good to end on a high note. So, you know what we can do? Let's go and we'll buy a couple packs of cards. Packs. Yeah, let's buy this Ikoria stuff. Or, not Ikoria, Strixhaven. It's just 1 pack. Can I not buy multiple? That's kind of annoying. Let's buy 5. I know I should probably be spending these on drafts, but I really don't like drafts. Alright, let's go. What did we end up getting? Oh, nice. So we got the pest card that we've been doing. Oh, look at how interesting that card is. Faithless Looting. The art on that is just so weird. Okay. Nice. Let's open up the next pack. Ooh, look at how cool that card looks. Village Rite. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Draw 2 cards. That is awesome. Why does it have a different symbol, though? Okay, that's one of the avatars you could pick. Nice. As this card enters the battlefield, choose a non-land card name. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen name, they lose 3 life and you draw a card. You have to very much know what cards you're playing against in order to make good use of that. Ooh, what's this one? It's a new card. And it's a core card. So whenever this card attacks, it gains flying until the end of turn, if you control a creature with flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, and Trample. Oh, that's awesome. This guy's kind of like a sliver, but not quite. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Shock. Oh, I love that alternate art on that. Oh, okay. I will take wild cards. Pretty much we can turn this into whatever rare card we want. So, you know what? I'll take that. Then what else are we going to get here? Boom. Let's see. Thrill of Possibility. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Then draw 2 cards. Okay. What do we get over here? Oh, nice. Okay. And then an uncommon one. Nice, nice. And let's go with this. Our last pack. Anything good? Another, oh, the common wild card. Nice. This. And then what do we get here? Day of Judgment. 2 non-color cards and 2 planes. Destroy all creatures. Amazing. 4 cost card to destroy stuff. I feel like Day of Judgment's been around forever, but look at that art. Let me use my mouse a little bit. Look at that art. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Nice. Well, okay. I think that's just about gonna do it for today. You know, I think we did a pretty good job. You know, we created a deck. Still not quite sure how viable it is, but I thought it was kind of fun. We created something around a theme. We got it working, and it does pretty well. I feel like we may need to have maybe some more life draw or something in it. We're reliant on a handful of cards, and while we did get lucky in a couple of the games that we played and were able to get those cards, we need to make that a little bit more reliable, I feel. So we'll have to find out some way to kind of make that a bit more reliable. We'll think about it. But I actually really do want to try out that green-blue deck, because it seems like it's all built around lands. Yeah, we might have to come up. This is what I love about, you know, CCGs. You start playing with one and you just get these ideas for the next deck and the next one, and it's like, oh, I can improve this by just adding in this card, or I can just do this, and it just gets me going. I love it. I love it. Oh, but all right. It's time to end the stream for now. So again, thank you everyone for stopping by today. And actually, hang on. Thank you for stopping by today. I should also mention that tomorrow, our next stream will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. PST. Let me double check. Make sure I got my times right. And yes, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Now that is going to be... Why am I brain farting at the end here? Okay, that is going to be our stream, our collab stream with Himuro and White again. Yeah, we're kind of playing a lot of Monster Hunter. We're all addicted to it at the moment, so we'll be playing some more Monster Hunter Rise and going through it. We're probably working on getting them through high rank and everything, and We got up to what? High rank 4 last time, I think. I think that's correct. So we'll probably continue going through that. We may end up doing some farming and, well, doing what's needed. Yeah. But anyway, thank you again, everyone, for stopping by, and I hope to see you all again in the sequel. Later.